Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of that. We give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. So let's take a look at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us we got Jovan Burts with us, Brian Bitler, Rod Zawacky, and that's Nick Menken. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Burts, Bitler, Zawacky, Menken, then I will close this one out. All right, weekend before the Super Bowl tonight. Light card, right? We've got 6 games from the NBA, handful from the NHL, as well as college basketball. We got picks for you today. Also tomorrow, getting ready for that big college basketball card tomorrow. It's going to be massive here. So we'll look at some of these, look at some good matchups here as well. So let's get the show underway. Let's welcome Jovan Burts. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Jovan in right now. I think we're ready to roll here. We start the day today with some college hoops on a pretty good matchup tonight, 8-10. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? How are you, man?
Doing great, man. The casino sounds like it's buzzing. It's Super Bowl weekend. Lots of people moving around, lots of money moving. But we're going to college hoops tonight. ESPN2 has the game of the night. Dayton to VCU. We've seen Dayton move now up. They were about a point favorite overnight, so now up to 2, total 134.
Yeah, and I'm on the home dog. I'm on VCU, Commonwealth University. You know, it's just one of those situations where you have both teams hot, you know, on fire. Dayton, we already know what Dayton's been doing this year. You know, they're going to have to take your names. You know, right now they're 9-1 in the last 10. You know, the only loss in conference that they was that one a couple weekends ago at Richmond. And I think that falls, you know, in with the same category as that game, you know, and behind the enemy lines against the team, a formidable team in Virginia Commonwealth, who are coming into this one, you know, 8-1 or 7-3 rather in the last 10, but 7-1 against the spread in the last 8. You know, so got the home court advantage. It's gonna be rocking. You know, I'll say this about VCU: they're only 10-5 at their, you know, at home. You know, which is kind of not like them. You know, as the years pass, you know, this used to be a place where teams go to die, but you know, they perform right now, and you know they're meeting Dayton Dayton rather is meeting VCU at a bad time. So, you know, when I need points in my pocket with two teams that are comparable, I'm gonna take those points. You know, especially with the home dog situation and a team that, you know, it's hard as hell to play over in that home court.
All right, Javon here's going to be on VCU. Don't need the points. Take the money line here. Plus 120. Do your line shopping. Get the best number in this one. Yeah, you know, VCU had that rocky start to conference, dropping 2 home games. But since then, man, it woke them up, and they've just been on a tear here as they've been able to win looks like 7 of their past 8, coming off a home win against Richmond, beating Loyola Chicago, St. Louis as well. So they've been on a tear here of late.
They're gonna say that again, kind of louder there.
Oh yeah, I was just saying is that VCU had that rocky start in conference where they dropped 2 straight home games, but since then it's just been they've been on a tear here.
Yeah, and you know, and that just goes in line with what I was saying. They're in better form. You know, it's been a wacky for certain teams. It's been a wacky one. You know, teams that you expect to do their business early on, especially in conference play, haven't been doing that. VCU falls into that category. But now, you know, they ripped off, you know, 7 of the last 8, like you said, and covered each and every last one of those games, you know, that they won. You know, so it's just one of those situations where, listen, me, myself, I'm going double barrel with this one. I'm going money line and I'm going, you know, with the spread. You know, because you know it's going to be a tight one. So if they fold, it might just be a one point game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to have my money line, but I'm also going to, you know, have the spread as well.
All right, Javon, we know we're looking forward to that big card. I think 154 games tomorrow from College Hoops. I know Javon, you know, he can talk about the games. This won't be just leans right now, just as he looks at it. I know he studies really hard on Friday nights, man, because I'm getting ready for that morning show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm seeing some opening lines, so I'll just share them with you. Gonzaga, Kentucky. I'm seeing Kentucky here 3.5 and 4.
Gonzaga at Kentucky,
Yes.
and it's 3.5, 4.
Yeah. Kentucky
Yeah.
favorite.
UK.
UK to get the job done. All right.
I mean, listen, this is a weaker Gonzaga team. It's not the same Zags that we've seen year in and year out. You know, they're coming into their own in conference, but now you're stepping out of conference. You know, for a one-off, going into Rupp Arena, and it's February. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of short. Of course, this is the opener. We could see some line moves, maybe 2, maybe 3. You just never know with these line openers because they will move. We're just getting lines right now as we start the show. This is about the hour when they open lines here for college hoops. North Carolina at Miami of Florida. This used to be a tough spot for North Carolina to travel to Miami. And I'm seeing here opener 4.5. I'm seeing now North Carolina 5-point road favorite at Miami.
Yes, you know, in North Carolina, they've been in these spots throughout the season where they're supposed to, you know, get upset on the road, and then they just seem to, you know, put their hammer down in the second half and walk away with not only the win but the cover. You know, first glance, you know, without the benefit of handicapping, you know, I'd have to say UNC. You know, Miami, they're not the same Miami team as last year. You know, when they made that deep run. And you know it's on the defensive end where they lack. So yeah, at first glance, UNC the Tar Heels.
A hot team in the Pac-12 is UCLA. They're going to be in Cal tomorrow. Cal got the opening favorite here. Cal's a favorite between 1.5 and 2 in this one against a hot UCLA team.
Yeah, I mean the time is now for UCLA to win. You know, with that said, you know Cal going into Cal's no picnic. Going into Berkeley, you know, it's absolutely no picnic. So that's a tough one. You know, just because UCLA needs it and they're hot right now, I would lean that way. You know, lean with the Bruins, but you know, we need further inspection on that one.
Further inspection on that one. Okay, St. John's and Marquette are going head-to-head in Big East battle tomorrow. We're seeing now Marquette favorite between 7.5 and 8.5 in the open.
Yeah, too many points for me. You know, St. John's, they're a tough squad, and you know I like to grab points with them, you know, whenever I can. You know, not against the UConns and teams like that, but against a VC. I'm not a VCU. I'm talking about Shaka Smart's old team against the Marquette team, who, you know, quite frankly, they can blow them out. They have that talent, you know. But you know, I feel like St. John's has dropped some Big East games that they should have won. And I think that they get one back in this. Well, not to say that they win it outright, but you know that they've been played to get a outright dub. So you know I expect them to be within the total.
All right, another big matchup tomorrow has Baylor at Kansas here, and Kansas is going to come in as 6.5-point favorite in this one.
And it's at Kansas.
It's in Kansas. Yep.
It seems like too many points. You know, but this isn't the same Baylor team that we've seen, you know, for the past like 4 or 5 seasons. You know, so yeah, so I don't know. I mean, Kansas at home. Outside of that Houston game, when they face quality competition, they haven't been covering. You know, and I would like to give Baylor the benefit of the doubt. So I would lean Baylor right now at this point. I have to dig into it more.
All right, Michigan and Nebraska. Boy, Nebraska getting a lot of respect here. They've had a pretty good home court. I'm seeing here between, of course, this is the opening line, so you're going to see a lot of movement here and a lot of variances here. I'm seeing Nebraska between a 7.5 and 9.5-point favorite at home.
Yeah, hard times over in Ann Arbor. What happened with their last game?
They got pounded. Was it Michigan State pounded them?
Was that their last game?
I believe so. Let me double check it here. Let me see in their last one here. I'll pull it up here. See here. We're going to look here at this Michigan State Michigan game here. Let me pull this up here real quick. This one is actually going to go off a little late. Let's see. Let me fix the screen here. Let me take a look here at this Nebraska. Boy, Michigan is really falling off, man. They're way down in the screen here. Let me see here. This one is going to go off
They're,
here.
they're in last place.
Yeah, this one's a 6:30 Eastern game. Let me see where we're at on their last game here. I know they got railroaded by Michigan State. That might have been the game before here. Actually, they beat Wisconsin at home by 4 last time out.
Right, right. So but this one's on the road, Cornhusker territory where they don't really lose. They knocking off, some teams that's home dogs. You know, I mean, I was, if you could get a 7.5, roll with the Cornhuskers. Because I'm not too sure that Michigan has it in them to go on the road and handle business.
Yeah.
So at home, it's a different situation maybe, but at home I had to roll with Nebraska.
At home there when Nebraska just been stormed. Okay, we have Arizona coming off that triple over. We talked about that before the show, that triple overtime win at Utah, which was a hard game to win. Now they're going to go into Colorado in the high elevation, stay in the high elevation. Colorado favored about a point to a point and a half.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, they took my money. Arizona did because I was on Utah. I was on Utah money line and the spread. And it was a situation where actually I wasn't on them on the spread, but I did live bet it, but that's neither here nor there. But it was one of those situations where I felt that either Utah was going to win it outright, or Arizona was just going to, run roughshod over them. That the points wasn't going to matter, and that ended up being the case in a way because it was a tight game, and then they just pulled away in the third overtime. But with that said, triple overtime to the kids on tired legs. It was on the Thursday, short recovery time. Know where this is going. Colorado.
Colorado there with a check. Sounds like a big check mark there. Auburn and Florida going head to head. Auburn coming off that win against Alabama there. Auburn going to lay a point and a half on the road against Florida.
Man, and I'm a Bruce Pearl proponent. So it's hard for me to go against them. I went against them last Saturday when they were on the road, I believe, and they did it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go against them again. It's a short line, it's a suspect line, but right now I'm walking through that door. I'm on the Tigers.
On the Tigers in this one. All right. Continuing here, let's just look at tomorrow's games. We're going to have a big show tomorrow morning here in the morning show. We'll end it with this one. Illinois at Michigan State here. I don't know if Rod's wearing his Illinois cap, but anyway, Michigan State's favored here in the opener, 2.5.
It's at
Michigan State, East Lansing. Yep, home team.
That East Lansing. Yeah, I'm on Sparty. I didn't like what I saw out of Illinois last Sunday. Against Nebraska. They had a chance to blow that game wide open, and every time the Cornhuskers reeled them in. You're in a road environment. You're at Sparty. Yeah, it's a short line. I'm on Sparty. Sparty needs to get it done against I would say it would be a quad one victory if they pull this one off.
Yep, they can
right?
need him. They need him.
Yeah, they need a big one like this. And at home, they're a whole different animal. They hit the outside shots at home as opposed to on the road. Yeah, I'm on MSU.
All right, we'll give you a preview of tomorrow's action here. Of course, you guys check the morning show. Tomorrow morning, you'll see Javon on there. I believe I'll be there too as well. Jay, a lot of the drive-through cappers on that show. So for the record here tonight, VCU money line plus 120 against Dayton tonight, 7 Eastern time over on ESPN2. All right, Javon, let's take a look over at Pick Dog's Print for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we have college basketball, some NBA as well. Javon enjoying a great NBA season, 1,253 units of profit. That's all talking about over at Pick Dog's Print. So if you go over to Javon's handicapper page, go over to Pick History, you'll be able to see every play there on the board. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, for tonight I got an NBA 3-pack. Been creeping back up in the standings in the NBA. Took a little bit of a fall, but I'm right back in the mix. So, with that said, jump on this 3-pack. Don't have any college basketball. It's only 3 games. I gave out one of them. I could have gave out another one because they're decent games tonight. But tomorrow, there's a lot of meat on the bone. You already know that. You already know how I'm coming. Probably about anywhere from 15 to 20 plays for college basketball tomorrow. So and then there's gonna be some NBA. It's a good card as well. So I'm gonna have an NBA 3-pack in the mix. And then on Sunday we already know what it is. It's the Super Bowl 58. You already know what I do in the NFL. So with that said, jump on something long term, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. It's all here in Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Match me over one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 capital promotional. It's all here in Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Let's get
Let's get it indeed, guys. Yeah, I'm over with Jovan Burts over at Pick.com. You see the great results here for Javon for the NBA. 1,253 units of profit. Had a very good NFL season, nearly 1,700 units of profit. You guys like that, or on the weekends, you guys like that 3-day all sports pass. Perfect time with all these sports overlapping. Javon's premium plays for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Of course, the Friday action tonight. Tomorrow, we've got an 11-game NBA card. We also have all the 154 games from college hoops. Coming back here with Sunday's action as well. Of course, Super Bowl Sunday would be included in that 3-day pass. Pick it's a promo code. Save that 15% off. All right. Javon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again on the drive-thru on Monday. But, of course, we'll catch up with you on the weekend shows as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Per usual. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. So get ready for a lot of free picks.
That's right. You'll find Javon Saturday, Sunday here on the morning show, so make sure you guys tune in. All right, John, have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again Monday.
Absolutely. Have a great night. We'll see you on Monday.
We'll see you on Monday. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here on the show. Up next, let's bring him in. Brian Bitler, catch him over at Pick Dog Spring. We'll bring Brian in right now. Here we go with Brian. Brian, what's happening?
Tell you what, always great to be with you on a Friday night here, Tony T. We have a massive college basketball card. I was just looking around at it. It really got me hot and heavy, ready for some action, Mark. Some good games I got circled already. Can't wait to add them later tonight.
Yeah, listen, really some good matchups here. We were just kind of scanning the card with Javon earlier. Some of the marquee matches, but we know 154-game card is a lot of work tonight for the guys here. So Brian's ready to roll tonight. Here we got a game from the Mountain West here. San Jose State will be on the road facing Colorado State. Colorado State here going to be laying 16, total 147.5.
This might not be Captain Obvious's favorite play on the board, but I think it's my favorite free college basketball play. I'm on a run here with the San Jose State Spartans late tonight. Just way too many points here to lay for the Rams at home. San Jose State has been in a massive slump. Losers is 6 straight. I think that's going to push a lot of action here from bettors on the Colorado State. Rams have a monster game on deck against San Diego State. So really a possible look ahead for them. San Jose State has been on a massive non-cover streak also. 6 straight games. 6 straight games San Jose State hasn't cashed. San Jose looking for their 3rd straight cover here against the Colorado State Rams. I think they get it tonight. I'm going to take the points and San Jose State tonight.
All right, Brian here on San Jose State here. Plus 15.5. You can find some 16s, as you can see here in the sharpest book in the world. There is a U.S. sports book at 16, so you can find the 16s, guys. Go ahead and do your shopping. Yeah, at first glance, even at first glance, at last glance, it seemed to me like a lot of points to lay here with Colorado State team. Remember, this is a Colorado State team that really had trouble at home covering big numbers when we saw recently here as favors against Air Force, favored against UNLV. They couldn't cover the big number. They couldn't cover the big number in a recent road game at Wyoming. They had trouble covering that big number because they went into overtime losing that game straight up. And, of course, one thing with San Jose State you're going to get is they can make the three-point shot, and that's a weakness there for Colorado State is defending the threes.
For sure. Late in this game when they get up by 20 points or so and they start pulling some starters, you see some free three-pointers going up freely. That's when you get that backdoor cover. I know this morning is at 16.5. Not much line movement all day, despite action on Colorado State. Now we're seeing 16s, 15.5s. So really, I only like my play more now that I'm getting less points here with San Jose State.
Yep, this is going to be the bailout, one of the bailouts of the night here. When people see those points, we'll see how this one rolls here. Brian here at San Jose State here, plus the 15.5. Of course, Brian, you'll keep an eye here on this of the college hoops. But yeah, I know you're out there in the Philly area. Concern here with Embiid out of the lineup with the 76ers team. They've been having struggles there defensively.
I thought you were going to ask me about the Temple Owls because they went and didn't cover again yesterday.
I know.
But the 76ers, they played a lot of games without Joel Embiid, so they should be used to not playing without him. But lately, if you've been fading the Sixers, you've been making money because they just haven't been coming close to covering the number. I think it's at least 3 straight non-covers, and I would keep fading them. I don't think it's going to get much better for them. But, the books will catch up and the line will start to get tighter on the Sixers games.
Well, we were going to ask you about the Temple game because they're playing Sunday, so we'll go ahead and let you know here. Charlotte, a team that's had some success. We'll go into Temple here Sunday. The power rating has Charlotte a 5-point favorite on the road against Temple.
Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. I think I'm still going to take the Temple Owls. They screwed me, I think, 2 games in a row here. I think it was a push in the last one yesterday, and before that it was an overtime non-cover getting 10.5 here. But I think this is a one-possession game against Charlotte. I think Temple can keep it close.
Yeah, Charlotte has 2 losses in conference on the road, losing to SMU, and then, of course, coming off a loss here to South Florida. They've had struggles making 3-point shots, but they've been like a tight defensive team, has been that team there. Of course, that'll be a Super Bowl Sunday game, so people will be excited for that one to see how it rolls. But, man, your Temple Owls, man, they got to get in the win column, just 1-9 in conference. But that doesn't matter when you cover spreads, right?
All I'm worried about is covering spreads, but I would like to see my Temple Owls get a W now and again. So maybe they'll get it done. Those are when you least expect it, that's when Temple's going to get a W.
Yeah, they were in arm reach against Memphis, then 2 overtime games in a row at East Carolina and Tulane. And they were close to, they've been losing in close single-digit games here. It's not like they've been, rough-shotted out of the gym, but we'll see how this one goes. It looks like on the power rating, Charlotte favored on the road, but you may get some more points there, just basically, based on the 1-9 record by Temple. But we'll see we'll see here for how that works out on Sunday. Tonight, San Jose State plus the 15.5 here against this Colorado State. You can find 16s, by the way, so 16 is what you want here tonight in this one. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we do have action from the NBA, 6-game card, some on the ice, a few more here from college hoops. Brian is having a monster college basketball year this year. You can see the numbers here. 2,275 units of profit, all documented over at Pick.com. You can verify those numbers simply by going to Brian's handicapper page. Go to Pick System, go to the his handicapper page. Go down to the bottom. You'll see every play documented. What do you have going over the site?
Tell you what, yesterday 1 and 2 wasn't a good day for me, but I'm ready to bounce back here. I got my best bet in college basketball, my Titanium play. My Titanium play 22-8-1, 73% over the last 31. 51, 21 and 1, 71% last 73 Titanium plays. So get on over to pickdogs.com, get my best bet Titanium play. Going to try to keep my number 1 ranking up in college basketball as we head through the weekend. Also, all 3 of my plays tonight in my square dance and 3-pack. I also have 2 NBA premiums, and my NFL Titanium play is already posted for Sunday. Definitely, I believe, an easy winner for Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Got on board with Brian Bitler over at Pick.com. 2,275 units of private college hoops documented for this year. Get on board. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 50% off. You guys love the 3-day pass here on the weekend. A lot of college hoops coming up. Super Bowl Sunday as well. Don't forget 11-game card NBA tomorrow. Lots of action here on that with Brian Bitler with that 3-day pass. Perfect time to get the way Brian has been performing. Get on board. All right, Brian, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success. But let everybody know about your video series. I think I see it in short format once in a while now with your with the contrarian plays.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you guys tune in to the Pick Dogs channel every single day for my sharp contrarian predictions that I put out. I'm going to be working on one as soon as I get off of here to have it posted. Also going to be with all my good buddies on the morning show tomorrow to argue about some college basketball. Definitely plenty of games to argue about, especially the Florida Gators at home getting, I think, 1.5 points. Definitely a game that's interesting me.
Yeah, Captain and Obvious. That's okay. Oh, Brian.
Captain Obvious doesn't like the Florida Gators tomorrow, but I'll tell you what, I like the Florida Gators.
Florida Gators. There we go. He's the Captain Obvious there. So I know some people might think that's Yacht Rock. We were talking about that last time with that hat on there, but that's been popular out here on the West Coast. All right, Brian. We got your video series in. We'll catch you on that on the weekend show tomorrow. So again, you're looking for some college. So if you're looking for some college hoops picks tomorrow, number 1 guy is going to be on there tomorrow. That's the day, right? Saturday.
For sure. Oh, well, I'm going to be on both days this weekend,
right.
but tomorrow's the big day where we're going to go up and down the card, and I'll have 5 premium college basketball picks tomorrow.
There you go. Brian's set to roll, guys. So check us out. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit those notifications so when these live shows air, you get notified to get the plays right away. All right, Brian, have yourself a great evening, and catch up with you again on Monday on the drive-thru.
Yep, I'm going to go out and do some square dancing with all the big fans of Captain Obvious, and I'll catch you on Monday. Hopefully, I'll be still streaking.
Yeah, at least you don't have to that was your time at the dog park. You don't have to do that anymore.
No more dog pound for me. I'm going to be out dancing with all the squarettes tonight. We're going to be having some good times.
There you go. He'll have some good times. All right, Brian, have a good night, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
We'll catch you tomorrow.
Got it. Brian Bitler here on the drive. Do a little easier for Brian to, with that 10 a.m. Eastern time out here at 7 a.m. So that's a tough wake-up call. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, Ron Zawacky. He's been good to us here on the drive-thru. Catch him over at Pick Dog Sprint. We'll bring Rod in right now. Ready to roll with Rod here from NHL. We got 3 on the ice tonight, so big ice card tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Rod, what's happening?
Don't you watch, Tony? Just getting ready. We're shooting hockey videos all day, so getting ready for tomorrow's action already. As the way we go, we roll, and we're looking. It's Friday. We're really working on Saturday's action stuff.
Yep.
So.
Yeah,
we're not loaded tonight's stuff, so let's get some money tonight to head on into tomorrow's action.
Yeah, welcome to my world. Welcome to my already looking about tomorrow's card already, right? It's what you get into. And of course, Fridays are tough because you got that big NHL card, and then you have to get ready for the morning show. So it's a real busy Friday, no doubt. And of course, the drive-thru.
Fridays are always busy. Busy.
But you get that boost when you have that steak a little later. So that's what gets you through the night. All right, there we go.
Definitely.
Hockey tonight. Blackhawks and Rangers. The originals here. That's right. Originals tonight. Blackhawks and Rangers going head to head here. We see the big line here on the Rangers here. Total 5.5.
Yeah, big line on this Rangers for a reason. They are the better team in this hockey game. But we're going to go a different way instead of trying to pick a side in this one. We're going to go with the total. We've seen what the Blackhawks have done offensively, and it hasn't been so good. They struggled to light the lamp to a whole pile of goals, and it's happened on more times than that I can count. Not counting on the Blackhawks, they're like the San Jose Sharks, averaging about a goal a game, maybe 1.1 goals a game. Definitely not going to get the job done in games. So definitely lean to the Rangers to get the job done in this one. But we're going to take the under. You look, Peter Mrazek's going to get the start for the Blackhawks, and he's been solid. He's allowed 2 goals or less in 8 out of his last 10 hockey games. So standing tall, doing the best that he can. Just think if he'd be on any other team, how many extra wins he'd have the way he's been playing hockey. On the other side of the pipe, you're going to get Shesterkin in goal for the Rangers. And he's 19-12 on the year with a sub-3 goals against average, 890s. 9 save percentage. So he's been solid in the pipes for the Rangers. Definitely turned it around from the start. He had a slow start, but turned it around there. We've seen an earlier meeting this season where we've seen 5 goals in that contest in New York. We're in Chicago in this one. And as I said, this Blackhawks team at scoring goals, they've struggled to score offensively. Look, even home and away splits, 2.39 goals. This season at home has been their average. So defensively, holding teams at 2.7 has been the Rangers. So definitely a first to 3 wins this game if we even get to 3. I think the under 5.5 was this at best. I think this is a 3-2 final if it's not 3-1 Rangers. But I really do. I like 3-1. I think there's the sprinkle. 3-1 Rangers win this game.
There you go. Around here on the Rangers Blackhawks under the total here of 5.5 goals. And I was just thinking of Jonathan Quick, how he's been so successful with the Rangers and on tonight. But it just seems to me this is the perfect system here for him to play in, kind of like the Suter system, where you just kind of a defensive style team. You kind of look at the Rangers here over their past 5 games; they're only giving up 25 shots on goal.
Correct. They're keeping the defense has stepped it up since in their last few games, and the Rangers are starting to kind of play what Vegas does. They keep you to the outside. Maybe you have to take shots from the outside, and most of the time those shots go wide. They're clipped left, hit somebody, blocked. So you don't get as many good, solid scoring chances at the net. So the goalie only has to make those few couple saves throughout the game, and not having to not getting peppered with 40 shots and having to stand on his head to steal yourself a win. And when you only have to turn away and steer away 25 shots, well, you're going to get no goals.
Yeah.
And it'll be tough for the Blackhawks here tonight, as that's the way the Rangers play defense. So, little bonus for you. Here's a little bonus.
And the bonus is coming up here.
Bonus early. We're going to take it here because we're talking about points and totals and shots. First period, Blackhawks under 0.5 goals. I don't think they get any. I think they get the big goose egg in that first period. You can get that at, I got it minus 105. Blackhawks under half a goal in this one, in the first period. I like the rate. So, what else correlates with that is the Rangers win the first period. I think the Rangers minus the 0.5. You can take them on the money line if that's what your book offers as well. But I think the Rangers come out 1-0 in the first period. End of the first, 1-0 Rangers.
Lay the half goal there.
Blackhawks no goals.
The spread line there, half a goal, or three-way line. Then you I don't know if the three-way. Obviously, sometimes you push on the ties, but sometimes the tie it's a three-way line. So you just got to keep an eye on that usually because the push,
if you take the three-way line, then you need that. Usually, you need that point and a half. If you can just find the money line, your book just offers a money line on either side. Then a tie will give you a push. You get your money back. It'll be like you get a push on that one.
You got to
your
keep
book
an eye.
offers away from the three-way, each side, take it that way. Just take the Rangers and money line. That way, if it does happen to be 0-0 at the first, well, you get your bet refunded.
Get there. How you go from a Rod here on Rangers Blackhawks under total of 5.5 goals on the NHL pay-per-view on ESPN Plus. Is where you better watch this one. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. Remember, nice head into a big weekend. You know, it's Super Bowl weekend here coming up. Action here from the NBA, college hoops as well on the ice. Big weekend coming up, having a profitable 2024. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And over at Pick Dogs Premium, I have my 10-star play of the day. We crushed it yesterday with the Flyers. And I have a play today that I absolutely love. You can scoop that up singly. Or I've got my Steak Friday package. In my Steak Friday package is 2 plays in the NBA, slam dunks there, as well as another play on the ice. So you can scoop that up by itself. The 10-star play of the day is sold separately, $19. You can scoop that up. Or I've got my Super Bowl package already locked in. That'll give you side total and the MVP winner tonight in Sunday's Super Bowl. Or instead of buying all these packages individually to save you a whole pile of money, grab a 3-day pass. Join me for the weekend. You'll get all the plays I got going tonight, Saturday, Sunday, plus you get Mondays thrown in there because I'll get them early enough so you can pick them up. That way you get the 3-day pass. Basically gives you 4 days. So jump aboard. Use that promo code PICK at checkout, and that'll save 15% off. Or, as you see, there's lots of cappers that have been crushing the books. So pair me up with Jovan, pair me up with Tony, pair me up with Brian, or pair me up with the Nick Menken, who's also been making money this season. Any one of the cappers you see it on the show with the 2-for-1 capper deal. Can't go wrong with that as well. 2 ways to make money with 2 cappers. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, guys. Got to with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium multi-capper promotion. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. Applies 15% off. Great time to get on board with Rod. Remember, he told you that a 3-day pass Friday, Saturday, Sunday also includes Monday because he'll get those Monday plays in early for you. So great value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having a show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again on the drive-thru on Monday. But again, your video series is very popular here on Pick Dogs because you go A to Z in the NHL. So we'll have every game on the board for the NHL from Rod for tonight and tomorrow's big card parlay as well, and of course, big morning shows this weekend.
Yeah, big morning shows this weekend. Tune into that. Also, check out the as Tony says, A to Z, all covering every hockey game on the board. Like, subscribe, and then flip on that little notification bell. That way, you get notified when those the newest content drops over at Pick Dogs. So much new content gets dropped daily. You don't want to miss out on any of that new content at Pick Dogs. And definitely tune in to the morning show. Always a good time. I think I've seen the list, and it's getting there. It's not full yet, but it's getting there. So definitely tune into those. You see the same faces you see here that love to give you a place and help you get some money from your bookie. We love kicking the bookie's butt. That's what we're doing here. Kicking the bookie's butt.
Bookie is getting sore behinds here. They've been tearing him up here.
Oh, they don't want to see us Pick Dog cappers coming. They're like, oh no,
oh no,
Pick Dog group.
Stay out.
Here they come.
Stay out. Stay out. I'm pretty sure Javon has beards over there. He just sits there and he has other guys making bets for him. I have a feeling.
Right? He's got the disguisement. He's got the glasses, the shades, and he's got them all. He's got
his runners. He's got his runners running around making the bets. You just see him up there. Oh, I'm just watching the game. Oh, right, you are, Javon. Right, you are.
Yeah, we're just watching the game. Here, go bet that. Yeah, there you go.
Texting, this texting, doing all that is. You know what's going on. We know what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Rob.
Definitely.
Steak Friday. What'd you say was ribeye tonight?
No, strip loin.
Strip loin. Okay.
Strip loins tonight. Yeah, big New York strip tonight. Big thick New York strip too.
Nice.
With some shrimp. Gotta have some shrimp.
Gotta have the shrimp.
I have to fend off the dog. I have my two dogs. One likes shrimp. The other one just can't stand shrimp. It's hilarious.
Are you a veggie guy? Some carnivores don't like veggies. Are you a veggie guy, or you got to have the sides, the starch in there?
I got veggies.
Yeah.
I like a broccoli on the side. Give me some broccoli. Tonight's green beans though. We're gonna do take your green beans and throw them into the air fryer.
Nice.
Toss them up. And then little green beans in the air fryer are good. I like them. You give it a little coating. Give them a little crunchy coating.
Oh
Put
yeah.
a little breading on them so they get a nice little crunchy coating. Put them into the air fryer. Good to go. Potatoes on one side, and then you grill your steak.
Of course.
Can't go wrong with it.
Rod was smart when he bought his air fryer. He got two separate cooking compartments, guys.
Yeah, so you have the two side air fryer, so you can put your potatoes on one side, and you can even program it so that way you can delay the start. So you can put your potatoes on for 20 minutes, and your beans take 14 minutes. Okay, so potatoes start 6 minutes later, the beans kick in, they start, and then you have your steak going over here because about 4 minutes each side. You're good. 8 minutes, your steak's done.
Don't make the mistake I did. I bought a second air fryer, so I have two of them next to each other. Don't make that mistake, guys.
Oh, no. I got you going.
I don't have patience, man. I'm cooking one. I got to wait for this to finish and put the steak. Again, no, it doesn't work. I needed two, so I got two of them because I want them cooked right away. I don't want to wait. All right, Rod. No. Enjoy the steaks. No, yeah, it gets cold. It's supposed to rest, but sometimes it takes a while for that food to cook in that thing. So that's how it rolls. But all right, Rod, enjoy your steak. That'll get you geared up to get those videos out for tomorrow's NHL card. We'll catch up with you on the drive-thru on Monday.
Definitely. Have yourself a good one, Tony. Probably see you on the weekend. But
absolutely,
we'll see everybody else on the drive-thru. Definitely tune in to the weekend shows. Always good time there.
Yeah, good weekend show coming up.
See you on the drive-thru on Monday.
That's right. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on. Guys, you ever miss a pick? We always recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on. Nick Menken coming to us from the desert in Arizona, out in, I think, Scottsdale area. Of course, there's a nice golf tournament going on over there. I know he's been attending that. You guys left that. I think they call it the Waste Management Open up there. But a fitting, interesting sponsor for that type of tournament out there. But anyway, bringing Nick right now. Nick, what's happening?
How's it going, Tony? We call it the People's Open. It's for the people here at the party all around. So,
yes.
Excited. Big weekend here in Arizona. A lot of people, but it's all right. It'll clear out after the weekend here.
That's right. And, of course, Vegas is just about a 3.5-hour drive away for some of those folks, so they could probably even hit the Super Bowl. No doubt. All right. Here we go tonight. It's the Lakers are at home to the Pelicans. And we've seen this line move. I think it was 1 overnight, but there's been significant movement here. Pelicans now laying 3.5 to 3. The total 233.5.
Yeah, let's talk about these Pelicans right now. On a 4-game winning streak, their last game just beating the Clippers 117 to 106. They do not have to travel. They played Wednesday. They were off Thursday, and they're back here playing the Lakers. They don't have to travel, so they got a nice day of rest in Hollywood there. The Pelicans are 30-21. They're 9 games here above 500 on the season, 16-11, 5 games above 500 on the road, 6-4 in their last 10 games, like I said, on that 4-game winning streak. But the question with this Pelicans team, and it's going to be the number one question for it, is could Zion Williams stay healthy here, that he is in the lineup? He has a game-time decision with a foot. I am expecting him to be in the lineup, and you saw in the last game Zion Williams scoring 21 points. His presence on the court is something that everybody needs to take into consideration while they're on the court. You got to eye him up every time he steps on the court. He's a big factor for this Pelicans team and their success. I hope and I think he will be in the lineup here tonight. And then let's look at this Lakers team, who is 27-26 on the season, one game above 500, 17-9 though. They are 8 games above 500 at home. They play their best basketball at home, but they are coming off a loss yesterday to the Nuggets, 114-106. Anthony Davis ended up having 32 points in that game. And another bright side is Austin Reeves has been shooting the ball from the perimeter especially well at home. It's something that this New Orleans Pelicans team needs to come in and needs to defend the perimeter with Austin Reeves. But they played yesterday against the Denver Nuggets here. You got Anthony Davis, game-time decision. You got LeBron James, a game-time decision. These back-to-back games for these older guys, it's going to catch up to them. And I think this younger team for this New Orleans Pelicans are going to get after it, and especially in the first half. I think that this Pelicans team is going to blow out this Los Angeles Lakers because they're playing back-to-back games here. I would expect Anthony Davis or LeBron James to be in the lineup, one of them at least, here tonight. But I think these guys are getting a little older. We saw when both Anthony Davis and LeBron James were not in the lineup and they went to Boston. Look what happened when they didn't have these two guys. They got the dub outright in Boston. I think it's going to be a big factor here. I still like the New Orleans Pelicans to cover on the spread, especially if Zion Williams is in. I'm going Pelicans -3.5.
All right, Nick says Pelicans laying 3.5 here. It is now 3.5. I'm seeing 4 start to pop up in certain places right now. So if you're line shopping, at least get the 3.5. This line moved from 3 about an hour ago to 3.5 here. So that will grade Nick at the 3.5. Lakers have been just 1-7 to the spread in back-to-back games, and that's a crusher there. New Orleans, by the way, 8-5 to the spread in there. When they have rest advantage, they're outscoring opponents by about 6.5 points. I will say this is the front end of a back-to-back for the Pelicans. They have Portland tomorrow, so some are speculating that tomorrow would be the day that you see Zion rest.
Yeah, and I'm hoping so. I think Zion's going to be here in Hollywood. He likes to play in Hollywood. The lights are bright. I'm sure there's going to be, celebrities sitting courtside here, especially with Zion coming into town. You got Ingram playing well, carrying it offensively this whole season. I think Zion, with that day of rest, they didn't have to travel. They stayed in Hollywood here, and he's coming right back. I expect him to be in this lineup and to produce a lot of points here against the Lakers.
Yep, and also, too, some of these teams got to wisen up. When you're facing the Lakers, you have a chance to knock them out of the playoffs. They're battling for that 10th seed because Golden State is starting to get hot now. So that means the Lakers are going to have to battle just to get into this play-in round the way it looks right now. And, man, if you're some of these teams that are in the playoffs, and you have a shot to knock out the Lakers, you knock them out, man. I don't think you can give this team any life because we can see what happens in the postseason.
Exactly. You don't want LeBron James in the playoffs. I know they're struggling now, but once you get to the playoffs, it's your season 0-0. It starts fresh. So you want to knock them out. That's 100% true there, Tony. I think you come into the lake facing the Lakers, and you come in and you want blood. You want to beat them so you don't face them later down the road. That's for sure.
This is a team that's built for the postseason. And you don't want to see them. So, again, some of these teams that are in the playoffs, you need to wisen up here and take this game seriously because you want to knock this team out of the postseason. You just don't want to see them in there. We saw how far they went last year because they are strictly built for the postseason. You get those 2 days off, those 3 days off between games, and that just plays right in the Lakers' hands the way the playoff format is. So you've got to really take advantage of these spots to beat them. And I think that some of these teams in the playoffs need to learn to figure that out. All right, Pelicans here later 3.5 here. 3.5 is the line now against Lakers. This one over on NBA TV. Right, Nick, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. NBA on the board, college hoops, big weekend coming up from the NBA, as well as the college hoops tomorrow. Super Bowl as well. Nick enjoying a fantastic NBA season. 1,704 units of profit, all documented over at Pick.com. Showing profit this year, nearly 800 units of profit for the year. Big profit the last 30 days. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, we got a top play coming out in the NBA as well, hitting about 64% this season. So go check that out. Also have another NBA play and a college basketball in a 3-pack with my top play. So go check that out. And we got a huge slate tomorrow in college basketball. And also we got the Super Bowl on Sunday. So go check out that 3-day pass. It's definitely something you want to get, and we'll capitalize this week.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Nick Menken over at Pick Dog Spring. We just gave you the results. He's been on absolute tear. No better time to get on board with a long-term pass. I'm going to try him out for 3 days. You guys love that 3-day pass here on our Friday. That covers all of Nick's premium plays for 3 days, all his NBA. Remember, tomorrow's an 11-game card from the NBA. Also, the Super Bowl Sunday games, a lot of college hoops, NBA, the Super Bowl. No better time now to get that 3-day pass. Pick it's a promo code to save that 15% off. Multi-cap promotions as well, giving even greater value there. All right, Nick, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you next week. But you got a great video series here at Pick Dogs, very timely for the NBA. I know baseball's not too far away. Well, I think we had those Nerfies, Yerfies. You guys remember that come April, 2 months from now, we'll see the Nerfie, Yerfie come back. But right now, you got the first half NBA on a stranglehold right now.
Yeah, we're rolling still with that first half in the NBA, but I'm excited for this next season of Nicky's Nerfies as the Nerfie and Yerfies have gotten big over the years. So I'm excited for that one, but we're still hitting these NBA first half. So go check that out, like, subscribe, tap in every day.
That's right, tapping in every day. And before, as we get into April, a double dose with the Nerfies, Yerfies, and NBA all the way into June, all right, for the NBA Finals. So, guys, no better time than now. Double duty coming up here in a couple months for Nick. Actually, no, March 21st when Padres and the Dodgers kick it off in Korea, so not too far away. All right, enjoy the golf in Arizona, and enjoy the Super Bowl, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, Tony T, always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You got Nick Menken here on the drive. Let's continue on, guys. We'll hit the recap, and then we'll get to my play comes up a little later in the night, so let's get the recap before we get to my pick. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. We'll bring it in right now. Let's see what we got going on here to get to the recap screen. I should put this on I should put the recap on every board here. I don't know why I'm doing this for it. Let's go here. Recap it. Javon tonight said VCU money line plus 120 against Dayton. Brian was on San Jose State plus 15.5 against Colorado State. Rod was on Rangers Blackhawks under 5.5. Nick was on Pelicans minus 3 against Lakers, and I got another ugly dog for you. You know I love I love these ugly dogs, man. This is probably one of the ugliest dogs in the kennel tonight. This is even uglier than San Jose State. This is going to be Wizards plus 17.5 against the Celtics. Bagley, Baldwin, Holmes, and Levers are out for Washington. But they're starting fives intact. We got Jones, Poole, Avija, Kuzma in there. Poole, hey, it's an NBA team, right? That's an NBA team. You're giving me 17.5. I got to take it with the Wizards. I mean, that's just, by principle. Let's see here. This one here had moved up. What was it here before? Let's see here. Let's see. They're only averaging. Actually, when you look at Washington over the past 5 games, they're averaging. They're allowing just 118 points per 100 possessions here. So they're showing a little defense there. That's all you get from. That's all you need is a little defense, just a little bit. You can play to that, you'll be okay. But that's just a lot of points, man. 8-17. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm thinking maybe the starting 5 is out, but no. Jones is in. Poole is in. Avija's in. Kuzma's in. What am I missing? Gee, Monique, we got Kisper, Shamet right off the bench. Man, I know Marvin Bagley's out, so what? They didn't like him in Sacramento. Boston, Springer, and Tillman. Boston's pretty much coming in at full strength, but man, 17.5. That's almost a quarter there, right? It's not a quarter, but you know what I'm talking about. It's 6 minutes. Let's see here. Horford, Hauser, Pritchard, and Cornette off the bench, and again, in the fourth quarter, and you're near that point spread. You got Horford, Hauser, Pritchard, and Cornette probably on the court, and you know Washington. These are stat patterns here. Jones, Poole, and Kuzma. these are stat patterns. So you know these guys will be in a blowout. You know that. So just give me that Wizards here at plus 17.5, and. Guys over at Pick Dodge Premium, I got a best bet tonight from the NBA, so get on board with that. Also, get on board with my long-term pass. I have a 3-7 or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period to select. When you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase, remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. Multi-capper promotions as well. We'll get you going here. Actually, I should have showed you the numbers. I was just reading off my pick without giving you the graphic. To make it proper, we got to put the graphic up there, right? All right, here we go. Wizard Self. That's 18 now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my goodness. Is it 18? Where is it 18 at? It's the sharpest book in the world has 18. Let me see if anybody else here. 17.5. There's an 18 at the corner book at the bars. You know, where the bars where the guys have the paperhead shops. They give you those little skins. So that's over there. But there are also some 18s. There's a U.S. book, a lot of U.S. books at 18. My goodness, what is going on? Man, people are going to like 18, 17. And how do you move the line from 17 and a half to 18? My goodness. That's insanity right there. Gee, and the sharpest book in the world must have got a big bet. I'm seeing 18 and a half at Circa. Oh my God, everybody there for the Super Bowl? You're like, who the hell's got like 18 in an NBA game in Circa? Come on, Circa. Come on, people, what are you doing? Jiminy. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. And that's Circa. That's supposed to be a sharp book. And that sharp book moved it from 18 to 18 and a half. I can't imagine a sharp better. A sharp better in Vegas threw a ton of money on the Celtics at 18 to move the line to 18 and a half. Man, you got to rethink who your sharps are. you got to really rethink who your sharps are when somebody does that. My God. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live. I'm sorry, here for the Drive-Thru. We'll be back here Monday live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Big Dogs and Sports Chat Place. We'll give you guys the games in real time. The weekend shows 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Jay running, or maybe Chris. I know Jay's been in Denver. It might be Jay coming back on Sunday. I think Chris is supposed to host or Mitch tomorrow. We'll figure that out. But anyway, I'll be there tomorrow with them on the morning show. So you guys tune in and make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. So when you're live with us, we give you the plays in real time. And of course, we always let you know here about the video series here at Pick Dogs. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. His betting tool show. His roundtable discussions with all the professionals. Also, Jay's jam session, NBA as well as NFL. Chris with his Around the League from the NHL and his picks. Rod Zawacky, A to Z from the NHL. Every game on the board from the NHL as well as a parlay from the NHL. Remember that big 13-game card tomorrow? We'll have 14 picks for you when we include the parlay in there for you as well. Nick Menken, first half NBA. Also, Brian Bitler, a contrarian plays for you from Brian. Also, we have picks here from Ron Romanelli, his bank shot breakdown from college basketball. We also have the Mills with his UFC rundown and his prop shops from Mills. Our parlay videos from Brad Francis. Costi Sharp training plays. All access from Big Al McMorty. Boy, the list goes on and on with all. Dana Lane against the public betting there. So lots of great content here, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. So when we're live with you. All right, that's going to do here for the show. Great weekend, guys. I'll catch up with you guys again here on the Drive-Thru. Let me give you some of the picks, some of the best bets from the cappers tonight. Some of the crew here tonight. Let's see who they like here tonight on the show. Doubles is coming in. Washington, Boston over 235.5. Blake likes Pelicans -2 first half. That's from Blake here with their show picks tonight. Blake liking also San Jose State plus the 16 in there as well. Coming in from Blake. Sharp bettors here in the chat tonight. Doubles in there as well. We gave you his picks as well here. Let me see what we got here. Saturday, right? Okay, let's see what we got on the other side here. Anybody else in it with some best bets? Zaglorian likes Rangers puck line, lay the puck in a half tonight. Darren Turner likes Raptors money line. Jose de la Cruz Rockets money line tonight from him as well. And also we've got Mr. Jones Rangers on the puck line and under in the Wild from Mr. Jones 509. It must be his area code 509. And I think we've got everyone's pick in here for tonight. Raptors money line here from Adrian Hinsey. Likes Raptors money line tonight in there as well. All right, we got all the picks in for the show. That's going to do it. Let's go ahead and bring in our cappers for tonight. Good wave, good eye, guys. You guys have a great night.